Happy Monday, everyone. We are back, guys. Back again. Another week of beautiful life. Another week of beautiful progress, guys. An important thing is each week that you're on this, if you've been on this road with me of giving the world the most healed and greatest version of you, you're going to continually make adjustments. Have grace with yourself, okay? You're human. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, and you're growing. Your character's growing. So have grace with yourself. You're not going to always act or react perfectly. Have grace with yourself. Mistakes will happen. That's a part of it. Get out of this mindset that, oh, I made a mistake, darn. Listen, we've been lied to that mistakes are bad. It's only bad if you don't learn something from it. I'll say it again. We've been lied to that mistakes are bad. It's only bad if you don't learn something from it. Make the adjustments. Oh, okay. Maybe I have to start learning more about this. Then buy that book. Maybe I have to, I got to change that part of I got to add this to my affirmation so I can reprogram that. I see a negative or limiting belief system here. Let me work on that through a affirmation or a visualization. And you start crafting your avatar. Mistakes will happen. That's okay. It's not bad. Don't beat yourself up. Have grace. Just make the adjustments. Like I say all the time, listen, I make mistakes with a smile on my face now. With a smile on my face, because I know I'm just getting better. I'm just getting better. Even if it's embarrassing, even if it's something that I'm like, darn, it sucks. I don't care. Even if it does suck, I'm like, cool, I'm even more motivated so it never happens again. That's why I make my adjustments. Like and I write it down, and I put notifications on my phone, and listen, I'm building. You're building your inner world. If you build your inner world, you're going to change your outer world. And the same meticulous care that a construction company does to build a house, they have the blueprint and they check everything and the square footage and where this is going to go. You're building you. You're crafting who you've always been. It takes being meticulous and making adjustments. You're going down the beautiful rabbit hole. Mistakes are going to happen. It's okay. Well, Dan, I fell off last week, and it's okay. Fall back in. Fall back in. Fall back in. Everyone makes mistakes. You will not stop making mistakes. I'll say it again. The only time a mistake is bad is when you don't learn the lesson from it. Whenever you make a mistake, there's two things. One is, what did you learn from it? And two is, what's a system that you can put in place to lower the probability of you ever making that mistake ever again? You do those two things and you won. You do that consistently for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You become not just unstoppable, you become unrecognizable. You're taking full advantage. As Eric Thomas says, get a reward for your pain. Get a reward for the mistake that you made. It's there to be rewarded. It's there for you to be rewarded by. Not embarrassed or feeling shame or just useless emotions. Listen, we've all done things that we're not proud of. All of us. It's life. But allow it to fuel you to do what I just said, and put a system together. What did you learn from it? Put a system in place. Listen, I'm strong because I was weak. I am wise because there was a time I wasn't. There's a saying, I forget the saying, but it's, I'm wise because I was not. I'm strong because I was weak. I'm fast because I was slow. I'm wealthy because I was poor. The point that I'm making with this is that everyone starts from ground zero and they build up. That's a part of life, and they've lied to you to make you think that you have to be this, mistakes are bad, you have to be perfect. No, not at all, man. Embrace them. I said before, I make mistakes with a smile on my face. The goal in life is to not make the same mistake twice. That's it. And then to help, that's why I'm so excited about having children. Like, I'm so excited when my wife and I will have the same mindset and will continue growing with each other. And I'm so excited about getting married because having both mother and father with the same mindset, raising children and giving them the things that we didn't get, like, that is so exciting to me. To me, that's probably one of the most important or exciting things about having children, is for them to be able to see both parents just resonating and vibrating together, and then learning from that. Like, I can't wait to teach my kids that I don't care what grade that you bring. I don't care. You got an A or a B. Like, the goal is to get straight A's, of course, but I don't care if you got a C. The question that I'm going to ask you is this: did you do your best, son? Yes? Great. Okay. Now let's sit down and put a game plan together so we can even do better. We'll sit down. Okay, you did this, and this. Let's try doing this. And see how that changes. How'd you do this time? Well, I got better. Great. Did you do your best? Yes. Okay, let's do this. And we keep upgrading. If he says or she says, no, I didn't do my best. Okay, why didn't you? Because blah, 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 blah. Okay, how can we change that? Let's put a game plan together and boom. Hey, we just keep, it's systematic. I don't care the grade that you bring home. I only care that you gave your all. And if you're not giving your all, let's sit down and figure out why that is and how we can change it and make that adjustment. Simple. Simple. Giving your all is where that's where the joy comes from. And it becomes addicting. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And so I'm excited about that, about training their mind, about not being concerned about the results. The results will come, but being concerned about the inner work that they do, because it's the inner work that will dictate the outer results. That's what it is. Even if you got an A+, but you didn't really try your hardest, you're going to celebrate that? Come on, you could have done better. There's more in you. Squeeze out all the beautiful juice that's in you. That's where our joy comes from, is leaving it all on the field. Was it Vince Lombardi? I believe, maybe. Don't quote me. But he has this quote that, what's the quote of, like, the greatest, I'm paraphrasing, the greatest achievement is being on the battlefield, bloody and beaten, and you're lying down because you defeated your enemy or you won. It's like Braveheart. I get the thought to my mind of Braveheart. You bloodied and battered, and you're lying down on the ground and screaming in victory. There's no greater feeling than that. Than we were made for that. And we've been lied to think otherwise. So find a little safe spot, safe space. No, we were made, as planes were made to be in the air, as cars were made to drive, or if they're idle, they're going to rust. If the plane isn't flying, it's going to rust. We were made to achieve, to fulfill our purpose, and to go and to be on the battleground and to be fighting for a God-given purpose. We were made for that. We were specifically built for it. There's no better feeling. And we were made, specifically built for that, to do that, and to win. There's no better feeling than it. There's no better feeling than being on the front line of your purpose and fighting. Listen, I said before, this is a spiritual and physical element to life. Being on the front line fighting in the spirit and in the physical, knowing that you have legions of angels behind you, destroying your enemies and lying down in victory because you fought the good fight. You fought with love. And you upgraded your mindset and your skill set, and you pull out all these beautiful features and the amazingness of you. There's no better feeling than that. That's better than a vacation and 30 days off during summer. It's better than the security. There's no better feeling than that. There's no better feeling than that. There's a quote that I just saw. I think it says, there's no better feeling than going into battle with the person that you see in the mirror and beating him. That's the goal of life. You beat that ego, and then you deal with who you are. You have the courage that's already inside of you to look at who you are and heal yourself, those traumas. Elevate, go to another level. Then you can start healing other people. Not just with your presence, but with your words and also your actions and just how you live your life. That's what we're put here to do, guys. So my point is, guys, is that mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Mistakes, it's okay. It's okay. Learn from them, guys. Go, listen, pain is there to get your attention, to say it's time for you to make an adjustment. As I always say, we're our biggest asset and our biggest liability. It's you. It's me. We don't have to wait on anything to change. The only thing that needs to change is you, not your friends, family, cousins, government, the weather, your favorite sports team. You. You are the gift that you've been waiting on. Once you start to change your perspective, life is good. It's waiting. Listen, life is good right now. It's been good. It's waiting for your mindset to catch up. And then as your mindset catches up, you're going to realize, okay, I have to also upgrade my skill set. Life is good right now. It's so good and it's working for you. But as you continue down this rabbit hole of self-discovery, that's where you find how good it is. You can't afford not to. As you become better, you make everything better around you. When you say you love somebody, you love them by your actions. You love them by showing them the most healed and greatest version of you. That's how you show people that you love them. Show your family, your friends, and the people that you were put here to serve. So, it's okay. Make the adjustments. Make the beautiful adjustments. Guys, go to new levels. It becomes addicting. Listen, you have control over how you feel about anything. And as you continue, as I just said in the last podcast, as you continue to lift that mental muscle, you become stronger and stronger, and you callous your mind, and you become emotionally you become a black belt in your mind. And you become immovable. You become immovable. You don't take anything. You get to a point where you take nothing personally. I'm like, okay, cool. I may make my adjustments now. I'm not taking it personal. And you realize that you get to a point where you take nothing personal. Nothing moves you. Nothing moves you. You're not moved off your square when it comes to business or personal. And you take nothing personal because it's not even about you. It's not about me. It's not about me. I control how I feel about anything. I do. And if you realize, a lot of times as you elevate too, you're going to irritate other people's darkness. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's the light in you. It has nothing to do with you personally. Nothing to do with you personally. So just keep elevating. Keep growing, guys. And as you do this, you're going to keep lifting that muscle of who cares if you make a mistake, and the next mistake, you're going to care less and less and less. And then you realize that you control your emotions. It's you. I don't care what someone does or doesn't do. It doesn't matter to me. It's not going to move me emotionally. And if I'm feeling that something does, okay, cool, starve it until it dies. It's like you have, you know the saying, you have two wolves, a wolf, a good wolf, and a bad wolf, right? Which one do you feed? Oh, this happened and this hurt me. Don't feed that. Eventually it will die. It will die. And you'll live. The truest, most beautiful version of you will live. Callous your mind. Oh, I don't want to get up this morning and go on my workout. Do it anyways. Feed it. And then you get into a habit where all of a sudden now you habitually, it's a habit. It's a lifestyle that you're just feeding the good part of you. You're feeding those good thoughts. I make mistakes with a smile on my face because I always get better. And so do you. So let's keep going. Let's keep growing, guys. Okay? Let's continue to make this year the best year that you've ever had, that we've ever had, on purpose. All right? I see you. Enjoy this incredible new week, guys. Set your schedule, set it and hit it like the quality of your life depends on it, because, ladies and gentlemen, it does. Motivation Mondays.